You talked about it,
Yeah.
you're gonna have ease. Because I'm gonna tell you, maybe
Like you need a friend to rant to. Like you come home, you're like, you know what? I was at work, this happened, I'm really so upset. And then they'll be like, no, you shouldn't be upset. Next time do this. Like you
I don't like people to know about my problems or anything. But at the same time, I think it's always wise if you talk to someone. It's kind of like
it's wise here.
it's kind of like having a mentor that basically for me it's not someone from your family because they're what if it's the family who's stressing you out? You just don't go about them.
It really makes sense.
Trust me, it has to be someone who's not in your family, not in your workplace,
Yeah.
not in your love life.
Somebody
Someone
who's
who's
really
just out there.
But we have this kind of stress that never goes away. You know that?
I
Like
know.
you're waking up to it. Tomorrow you will have it. Like family issues, for example.
Sure.
Or maybe you've lost somebody very.
It's like a process you have to go through it.
Like you have to heal. It's a healing thing. Some mental problems are.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Turn this room, turn it to an ocean. Let me float around. Eyes closed, like we're dreaming even when we're not.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Touch on It podcast, whereby we talk and touch about everything, life in general. And today I'm hosting a very beautiful lady. Can you please introduce yourself?
I'm Glory. A pleasure
Yeah.
having you here, Michelle.
Pleasure. And we've seen you in the previous videos, and we're here again. So today we're going to be talking about mental health. Very important thing, actually. Mental health. Like when you hear the name mental health, what comes to your mind?
Mental health, I believe it's mainly about to do with mental issues. Basically, like how we stress, right? And about mental disorders as well, and also about having tantrums.
True.
So yeah, that's basically what
You're really right. For me, when I hear mental health, I actually take it as very, very important because mental health is very important. It's what keeps us alive, like lively. Because once your mental health is not okay, you will really not be okay. And we've had people even committing suicide because their mental health, in a certain point, it was not really okay. So we deal with a lot of issues, by the way, stress, like on a daily. You will always have something that you're thinking about. But you find like maybe some people they can manage their stress, and you have those who cannot really manage their stress.
Sure.
And those who cannot manage the stress, it goes to a very serious condition until they have now to seek mental health. Because they usually say like it's a mental illness. It can cause mental illness, by the way, whereby you're really not in your proper mental condition. So what do you think really causes stress?
Well, I believe stress is caused by basically many things.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Because it can be from family, it can be from work, it can be from our relationship, from our life. It can be also from us not achieving whatever you want in life. And also it can be like through like peer pressure also can cause you.
Yeah, it can cause you stress.
Yeah, so I believe there's so many things which can cause you your mental health
to be like at risk.
Yeah.
And actually, have you ever been in a state of life whereby you feel like my mental health is really tearing apart, like I'm not really okay? Have you ever been in that position?
Yeah, I have been in that situation, but not like physically like a major thing, but it's a point where you just feel like it's like you're losing your mind, like your mind is exhausted. You've been thinking a lot, and you just feel like your brain's gonna burst out the next minute.
I know the feeling, and like at some point you have who will have this stress, they cannot really handle stress. So they end up wanting to commit suicide, wanting to just like run away from all these problems. And we have those people who will like switch off, like, I have stress, but I'm switching off, I'm not feeling it. And they usually say like it's a strong mechanism thing. But if you ask me, I feel it's not safe to switch off, because either way, when you switch off, it's gonna accumulate in your head, and one day it's gonna burst. And what will you do when it's overwhelming? Like you have all of this stress. Like for example, let's talk about work. You have stress at work. You have stress back home, and you're like, you know what? I don't care. Today you don't care. Tomorrow you don't care. Then one day you have to wake up and realize, you know what?
You have to face the reality.
Have to face the reality.
But I always say this, and this is okay. All of us probably have different ways of dealing with stress. Like in my case, if I have something which is really draining me mentally, like it's just like I just shut down. Means like I'm not talking to anyone.
Yeah.
I don't want any communication with the rest of the world. I just need me to focus on myself, think what's going on through my head. Like I have to think, I have to come up with a solution.
True.
And in one way or the other, people might feel like I'm avoiding them, but
You're right.
I just need to face it, because if I don't face it, it's gonna cost me the next step, which may be like I might get into depression, which is something, or I might get ulcers due to thinking too much.
Yeah.
But I always say each and everything has a solution. Sometimes maybe, or at the same time, I always say like if you're too much stressed, sometimes it's always good to have like someone who you can rely on, someone you're open to.
But do you think it always works? Like when you want to talk to someone, because okay, I understand when you say you shut down, because it happens to me also. I shut down because I feel like if I try to talk it out to people, they will make it worse for me, because people will judge.
No, for me, it depends on your group of people, because like the people who are like, I know I have someone or few people who I can really rely on when I'm stressed out.
Yeah.
And like these kind of people who I can go talk about anything, like whatever is going through my mind, and like they just like the way they talk to you, because there's obviously when you have this kind of people, it's someone who cannot judge your situation. Because at this point where it gets to me speaking out, that means I'm really stressed out, because I don't like to talk about my shit. I don't like people to know about my problems or anything. But at the same time, I think it's always wise if you talk to someone. It's kind of like
it's wise here.
It's kind of like narrows. You know how it does? Like it makes you feel calm talking to someone. At least having someone you can talk to, like especially your inner things, mental issues. It feels better. Like when you talk to someone and
You feel like it's
because
easy.
most of the time I feel like how it gets with mental health. It's like sometimes maybe I'll come to you. Maybe you don't want to listen to me.
Or maybe I'll pretend I'm listening. Or maybe I will listen to you, but I'll not give you a solution.
And that's exactly the whole point. You need to have someone. I always say like this one, you need to have like a mentor.
Yeah.
You need to have a mentor in your life. I always say mentors are good because
it can be your mom, or maybe it can be
no,
your
basically
sister,
for mentors, I
wouldn't
wouldn't advise to be anyone related to your family. It needs to be someone who's away from you, away from your love life, just a friend there, or just someone out there who's just like
understand.
Because when you say like from family, sometimes sometimes you have stress from family. There's no way
I'm gonna stressing you.
You're the ones who are stressing me. I mean, there's no way I'm gonna come telling you guys. Having a mentor, that basically for me, it's not someone from your family, because what if it's the family who's stressing you? You just don't go about them.
It doesn't make sense.
Trust me, maybe your mom is stressing you. Yeah. You cannot go to tell her about
Mom, I have stress and
you're stressing me out and doing this and that.
Yeah, it really makes sense.
So I always say when it comes to a mentor, it has to be someone who's not in your family, not in your workplace, not in your love life.
Someone
who's
really
just
outside.
Out there. Yeah. But again, having a mentor takes time, because at the same time
you have to trust somebody.
It's someone you need to trust. So that you can be in this safe space where I can trust you enough to talk about my issues.
True.
Yep.
I really get your point. And about the part that you said you usually shut down, actually most of people do shut down, because for me also I will shut down, and people never want to understand that. People will be like, why are you pushing us away. It's not about pushing you away. I believe like I have to heal, because if I'm going through something in life and I feel like it's really stressing me, these things comes with tantrums. They come with anger issues. They come with all negativity. I do not want to carry my negativity and bring it to your space. So the best thing for me, I'll just shut down. You know, and for me, what I usually do when I shut down, when I'm really stressed, I will just go to social media. I'll just either be posting too much, or I'll be like more on social media. And when it's like overwhelming, I'll shut down from social media. That time, no, I'm losing it.
No, for me it's totally a different thing when I'm having a shutdown. And when I know I have mental issues, I'll sleep close to 14
It happens to me as well.
Why? Because I don't want to wake up and put my mind into action of thinking.
Like I just want to stop feeling, but you cannot stop feeling.
And at the same time, I wouldn't advise people to go drink alcohol. But then you're gonna wake
That's
up.
That's a bad idea, by the way. Drinking alcohol when you're stressed is really okay. Actually, when you drink alcohol, it may solve your problem at that moment because you're gonna forget it. But when you wake up, you're gonna be 10 times worse. It's not really a good idea.
It's still there.
You're still there, but you're trying to like forego the problem for some hours. But once you're back to reality, you'll be like,
still the same thing.
Yeah. I feel like once your mental health is not okay, you need to seek for advice.
But I always say this: it's good to have like, even if it comes to friendship, it's good to have like someone who you're talking to on a day-to-day basis. You know, talking to someone on a day-to-day basis, like. Let's assume we're workmates and we're colleagues, and at the same time, by the end of the day, you have this friend who you talk about, like, let's talk about your work day, and then it's kind of, I always feel like if I talk about how my work day was, and if you talk about how, it's kind of like, even if you're having a stressful day, but you talked about it, you're gonna have ease. Because I'm gonna tell you, maybe
like you need a friend to rant to. Like you come home, you're like, you know what? I was at work, this happened, I'm really so upset. And then they'll be like, no, you shouldn't be upset, next time do this. Like you come together and you talk about it. But there are some situations you don't have to shut down.
Yeah.
Like if I have stress at work, obviously I will not shut down because it's not like something serious. Work happens, things happen at work. Sometimes they'll happen, I'll be like, you know what, next time I have to be careful, or you learn from that.
Yeah, sure.
But we have this kind of stress that never goes away. You know that? Like you're waking up to it. Tomorrow, you will have it. Like family issues, for example.
Sure.
Or maybe you've lost somebody very close to you.
Sure.
You will have to cope with it every day. So these are not the kind of things that you will talk it through and it's done. No, you have to learn to manage it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because it's like a process you have to go through it.
Like you have to heal. It's a healing thing. Some mental problems are due to unhealed issues,
unhealed
traumas, maybe from your past. And let me tell you something: healing a trauma is not easy. No. And you will find along the way you will have triggers. Like, let's say you've lost somebody very important to you. Then let's say you're like, I'm okay. Maybe it happened 2 years ago. I lost my mom passed, and it's now 2 years. You'll never heal. Along the way, you will have a trigger. You will see maybe someone talking about their mom. Be like, oh, they're talking about their mom, with their mom, and my mom left me. Then you will start feeling sad all over again. So in this kind of situation, you need to have a serious mentor. You will go and talk to tell them what you're feeling. They will advise you how to go about it, because these are some serious issues that even cause suicide.
Sure.
We have to differentiate between the mental issues that are really like normal to basic, the serious ones that really need medical attention, So yeah, I feel like
I would say also some things which play part in
a lot of it, childhood traumas, a lot of it. But all of us have childhood traumas, by the way, but they range from serious to normal to like basic.
Sure.
We have those that are very serious, that like somebody cannot forget. For example, like somebody was raped when they were a child. This one will really always be in their mind,
and it will affect
the rest of their
even
life.
Get into our relationship.
It's very hard. It's gonna be very hard. But you have others, like you were bullied. Like most of us were bullied. maybe you grew up knowing people hate you. Maybe you grew up knowing you shouldn't be alone. So even when you grow up, you feel you want a space. Maybe you shouldn't be in a certain group of people. This is also a trauma. People don't know about. It's a trauma. You feel like the rejection is really way too much. So I feel like you need to heal from that. Meet new people who will accept you. But if you be like, "Oh, when I was a child, they never used to like me. Now I'm grown, maybe they will not like me." You know?
But another thing I'll just put it like add it up to this. We need to be open minded.
Yeah, sure.
Because if you don't accept the changes which come along the way, maybe you're still gonna be stuck there.
You know, I used to be a person who dwelled a lot in childhood things, traumas, and also I used to be a person who never wanted to let go of stuff. And I used to be very like, I will
Bitter.
do well, I'll be bitter, I'll be like, no, I'll be feeling pity myself until I came to be in a very, very difficult situation that really trained me that life happens, life can be story. Life can be beautiful. So you just need to live today afresh. Forget
True.
about yesterday. I know you have those stress. You can think about it, but don't take it too hard. Oh, it's hurting me too much, you know?
Yeah. And other things I always say this. As I always say, don't let the sun go down. Always try to control your anger.
To find a
Because
solution.
for myself, I know myself very well, especially when I'm mad. I usually like, despite like, for example, I might be mad at you, I will not address you. I'll just walk away.
Like you're that kind of person who just like flashes and walks away.
I'll just walk away because I know maybe I might say things which maybe
true.
might be worse, or I might
they will hurt you more.
Because it's like a trigger, you know. It's like something which is inside you. So I need to go let this demon calm down. Let my demon calm down, and then I will address whatever was happening between us. But I never address anything, especially when I'm mad. I'll just walk away from that. I need my space. I need to breathe. I need me, just some me time.
I understand you, because a lot of people are like this. There are people who will feel okay when they fight back. Like, for example, you've wronged me right now, and the only thing it's in my head, I want to fight back, either by words or physical. There are people who are like this, and we have people like you who will walk away. For me, I'll just shut down. I'll not even be like, you did something, okay, well and good. I'll just shut down until you realize your mistake. Sometimes I'll be like,
for me, walking away is trying to going to calm my demons. I'm coming back at you.
You might commit suicide. You might kill somebody.
It's just I'm trying to calm my demons because I know very well I might say something which will cost me later. I'm just going there to calm my demons. I'm not done with you. I'm coming back now in full force. Just that right now I'll be a little bit calm. I'm not having those demons. Yeah.
So basically, you just need to take care of our mental health. Make sure don't take things too personal in this life. Take it easy. Seek for medical attention. Talk to people. Don't be alone. Learn to let go.
Learn to forgive.
Learn to love yourself more. You know, like once you love yourself, you'll not let anything hurt you.
Sure. You should love yourself. I always believe in this. You should love yourself. You need to love yourself.
You need to love yourself totally. Like that's the first top.
And you need to accept yourself the way you are. Exactly. You are beautiful. You are amazing.
Yeah, nobody
is like you. You are special. I always say people are like fingers. The same way we are not, they are not the same. It's the same way all of us.
And there is no need to lose your life now because of something that, you know, sometimes you go through different phases of stress. Like maybe there's something that is stressing you. To you, it's a big thing, but when you tell me about it, I'll be like, no, come on.
That's not something you should be stressing about.
Yeah, you know, like, and when you come and tell me, like, for example, you know what, Tasha, I lost somebody, then I'll be like, you know what, I lost somebody a few months ago. You will feel it's easy. So imagine if you lose somebody and you think, oh, I'm gonna commit suicide. People lose people. People lose money.
Love yourself.
People lose businesses.
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
Don't be afraid to start from scratch over and over again. It's always fine to begin. Like I always say, despite, you know, life is just full of surprises. Today I might be at the top, tomorrow I'm at the bottom.
Yeah.
But either way, it doesn't make me less of a human.
Just like you missed a step or something. Because the people who take it very serious, you hear somebody saying, I'm scared of failure. I used to be like that, I'm scared of failure. But until I failed, I kept falling, and I was like, come on, I usually fall and I rise again more stronger. So if I fall and decide to kill myself, then it's not really making sense.
They always say, like the phoenix, you have to rise from the ashes.
Exactly.
You have to rise from those
yeah.
ashes.
Yeah, so like basically that's all, guys. Please take care of your mental health. It's really important. You don't want to hear people committed suicide or people are going out there depressed. Talk to somebody, love yourself, seek help from anyone, and those actually choose the right people to talk to. Don't just talk to anyone.
True.
Mental health is very important. We live by mental health. We come to the end of our show today. Until next time, bye.
Bye bye.